y'all. Welcome to Indytalk 101, and I am here with one of the hottest artists out here in Pittsburgh, and I hope y'all are bird watching. I got my lovely lady Bird.
Hi, everybody.
How are you feeling today?
I'm feeling really good, and I'm really honored to be here.
Yes.
I appreciate you for having me.
I appreciate you for coming on. Absolutely. It's raining today, but I was like, oh, that's just so
perfect
for her.
Perfect. That's God.
It is.
Alignment.
It is. Very much so. And she looked beautiful walking in here with this raincoat on and these nice red boots. I said, yeah.
Why, thank you. Why, thank you. I was going to retire them. I'm glad I did not.
I'm glad you didn't either because they eat. All right, so let's get right into it. So let's start with your name.
Okay.
Where did the name come from? Where did it?
So Bird was my name before my name was Alea. Damn near. Started in the hospital, August 25th, 2000.
2000.
Linda Logan. Like, no. My grandma named me Bird. As a baby, I look like a bird. Simple.
Aww.
Just the simplest terms. Yeah, then everyone called me Bird. From there, it was just a childhood nickname. And then once I started to, I didn't really make the connection until probably like last year that my grandma passed away 2008. I also started to rap when I was 7.
Oh.
That's the year that my grandma passed away. I didn't know that. But then I just used it as my rap name because it just, everybody called me it. And then we built a brand around it, Bird watching.
And it's like homage to your grandmother.
Yeah,
as well.
so, and she's the one, as I release music, you guys will hear me like, I don't know the word. I wish I did, but you guys will hear me mention her often. But she was the one who told my mom, like, she's a superstar, Keish. My mom's named Keisha. But she'll be like, like she's a star. They say I'd be dancing on the tables as a baby. Like I always had this charismatic personality. Everybody's always like, where's Bird? How's Bird? Like, so people always gravitated to me, but my grandma was the first person to really like stamp, like she's somebody. So it flows, alignment, like yeah, literally,
and being set apart too,
literally
learning from a young age. And so you said you started rapping when you were 7 years old. So like, what got you into music and especially the rap genre?
Honestly, I don't know. My mom and my grandma both write poetry. Me and my sister were just talking recently though. I just realized that my dad's side, my uncles, my cousins, a lot of them are really tapped into music, hip hop specifically. Goddad, who was Black Seas, he was heavy in the music industry when I was younger, probably before I was born. So I guess it just was embedded in me. It was around. My mom listened to a lot of music growing up. I was a kid who always felt music.
Right.
I danced. I was in choir, so I always like performed. I started performing when I was 5. And then me and my homegirls, we formed a group inspired by OMG Girls. And we were called the BYM Girls, Samaya and Mama, and she go by Slim now, Slim Shady. Yeah, we started the BYM Girls and we sang at first. And then we did a little remix to our song and we start rapping. And then from there, I think I just found a liking to it. We went around the block like performing for everybody. We like, can we sing our song for you? We did that rap part though, and I was feeling it. Like, and I think from there I just kept I don't recall a specific time period or anything that directly influenced me to do it. It's just something that came on, and I just continued to do it. And then we started performing around 11 when I was 11, and then from there, it just kept going. And I entered a few programs. My first program I entered was Hip Hop on Lock with Mr. Ime Alaquiva.
I love him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, with Mr. Ime, he was the first person to kind of take me under his wing. And then this guy, Kent Bay from The Hill, I believe his name, correct me if I'm wrong, I believe his name is Kent Bay. He took us in to record our first track. And then from there, I did Crunk. So it's like I just kept
building,
going into different programs that would take me in, and they just inspired me and kind of molded me into the performer and the artist I guess I am today, because they exposed me to a lot of different places and people and just expanded my horizons.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's amazing. So like, how would you describe like the music that you create? Like, how would you describe it in a way? Because it's different. Like, I love it.
Thank
like
you.
It's like you could put in, obviously you're putting in the genre of hip hop, but it's like
I'm like, I can't wait for you guys to hear the rest of it because I feel like I'm limited to what's out right now. My music, all in all, is art, to say the least. I feel like I'm a person where I think life is art. So the more you hear, like, the rest, when you hear the rest of the drops, you'll understand, like, oh, okay, she's dead ass just an artist. Yeah. I just do what comes to my mind. A lot of the times when I am indulging in hip hop, though, it's my life.
Right.
So mostly 99.9% of the time it's from my heart. So it's just real rap. It's hip hop. Where it stemmed from, just storytelling, using it as therapy, writing my heart out. Yeah, that's just it in simplest terms, though. Well, honestly,
speaking of like just history and experiences, listening to your song "Rain Rain Go Away," I picked up on how parts, if not all of it, is about your life. So tell me about what made you decide to be fully transparent and be very personable with that song, and put it out there for the world to hear.
All right, shout out to Big Glow. Shout out to Glorilla for real. No, people don't know. I guess I never really spoke to it, but Glorilla, her success really inspired me. It was the first female artist I felt, which is very interesting. She was the first female artist I felt connected to her journey. And I think it was just knowing, like, I watched a bunch of her podcasts. I watched a bunch of, not podcasts, but interviews she had done when she came out, because the way she dropped, and then it just kept going. You remember when Glow dropped, like, it just, you kept seeing her everywhere. And I'm like, who the hell is this girl? Like, I never saw her on the internet. Being the kid who was on the internet, it's like, I didn't see her viral. Right. I didn't see her till she came out. Right. So I was like, I've been rapping all this damn time, and granted though, I took a break, so you can't really compare your journey, but she was a person I heard her journey just inspired me to know that she had been doing it for so long, and that it was something that was natural to her, and then she gained her and then it just happened for her. And I remember sitting at home, and I was just like, I had gotten to a point where, so like a part of my journey, I kept getting to a point where I thought it was my time. Like, since a young kid, there will always be these things that would come by, and it would seem like it was about to be my big break, or it was like an opportunity that could be life-changing, and then it wouldn't happen. And that caused me to be a little bitter, in a sense, not fully, just but I'm human. Yeah. So there was a part of me that was just like, damn, like, these females that's out, like, like, you get in your head, you get in your ego and all of that. But when I watched Glorilla, it just inspired me to just go get it. Yeah. Like, I think
it just takes that one song.
Yeah, and that's what I got from it. It was like I remember I just watched something recently of hers, and she was just saying, like, she locked in, like, she did a fast, she locked in. And I was like, that's what I got to do. Really watching interviews, trying to figure out how they did it. Like, and it's like, I sat there and I studied greats. Like, I remember at the time I was reading Will Smith's book that he had released. I was watching a bunch of Kevin Hart podcasts at the time. B. Simone, Megan Ashley. Like, there were so many people that were out, or, well, they're a little later, actually, than when I wrote Rain Rain Go Away. But I just went on this, like, journey of watching everybody's story and seeing how they went about it. And most of them, the common denominator was just living through their fear and pushing through. So that is what inspired the record Rain Rain Go Away. And I couldn't help but to be transparent, because
that's you.
Yeah, it's just who I am. And a part of who I am is just, like, really shedding light on the fact that we're human. Yeah. And that most people started where I'm at, if not in worse situations. So I feel like it would be a disservice to, like, get an opportunity and blow up and pretend that I've been something that I didn't come from where I came from, to say the least. So yeah, I just decided to tell my story, and I continue to tell my story because I know that my story can help somebody out there. For sure. But I also know that I just want to inspire people to be themselves, and not have shame in their game. Like, I'm talking about in the record, I'm talking about not being able to pay rent and shit like that. And it's like, that's real though. A lot of us, we human, we young, we growing up, we're young adults. I'm like, I just want to shed light on the real journey of it. Like, it's a journey.
Absolutely.
And I have you'll hear some records where I'm popping my shit. I got all the money that I ever had. I'm talking my talk in some of the records, but these records are equally important so that we can see the wholeness of people, like the full
thing. And
yeah.
I admire that, because I think, especially with social media, and I've struggled with it too, like feeling insecure, everybody it's so microwavable.
Absolutely.
Even being an entrepreneur, like I'm like, dang, like why can't my business take off like the way I want it to be and things like that? But I'm like, for one, I'm only seeing part of somebody's story.
Yes.
But not only that, like social media just feels like you have to be in a race. Like you're okay where you're at. Like you're okay to just enjoy the journey. Like if you're 20, your career might not be supposed to take off until you're 25, and there's things that you're supposed to learn along the ways, because it's the difficult times and it's the difficult process. And when you sleeping on the floor, when you ain't got the money to eat, like whatever it may be, whatever's hard, that's literally what's building your character.
Yeah,
and it's a
journey.
Integrity. Literally,
it's literally
but that's
a
how
journey.
you get to create your biggest form,
Yes.
instead of being like, no, I want to be like this now. I want to have the fame now. I want to have all the likes now, because you can't necessarily focus on that.
And the truth is, a lot of people want what they don't need. A lot of people don't even have the capacity to carry what they're asking for. A lot of people pray for shit that they're not ready for. And that's what happened with me.
Yeah.
I was sitting down with God most of that time, and that's what came over me, like, Bird, like, even in thinking like, oh I should have blew up, I should have did this, like, let me zip this up. I don't know if y'all see my bro.
You said no free promo.
But in full transparency, you know, I ain't never been ready.
That takes
I ain't never
I
I no point so far in my journey. I feel like today showing up, I'm the most ready. But back then I wasn't ready. I didn't have the mental capacity. I didn't have the spiritual guidance. I didn't have the money. I didn't have just the like, it's like
so many things.
There were so many things that I lacked, to where if it did happen for me, I would have spiraled. I could have never been as impactful as I know I'm going to be if it would have happened for me sooner. So I feel like I just want everybody to truly trust their own journey, like, and sit with yourself, sit with God, because His timing is always on time. It's gonna happen to you when it's supposed to happen for you. And yeah, that's just where I'm at with it, and that's just what I want to inspire everybody to, you know, to tap into. And
I'm speechless. She's literally speaking to me right now. Like, just a little full transparency. I've been in a heavy season of isolation, and I feel like there's so much God is trying to show me right now. And it's like, I removed everybody from you. So now it's just, you can't make any more excuses. It's just me and you. So now you're going to see that you really are the problem, right? Like, you're the reason why you're not where you're supposed to be, and you're praying for so many things, but you can't even get through this season right now. You complaining and asking me why, but there's so much good that comes from it. Like how we talk, like, it's raining today, but there's so much joy in the rain. Like, you know, finding joy in those things that build your characteristics, that help you, because you're going to need to go through this and understand that to get you to the next level, so that, like you said, you don't break. You don't
need it.
Because if you pray for something, when you pray for something, I want you to imagine this as if like God was going to give it to you that next day. Like, would you be ready,
girl?
Or are you going to pray that God help me to get what I need and to build up what I need, so that I can be ready for what it is that I'm praying for and that you want for me, instead of just saying, God, I want this,
girl. To speak to that also, I had my first show back. Well, we had took a hiatus in December, and I had a show in January. And there's an OG by the name of Paradise Gray. I apologize, Paradise Gray, who had pulled me to the side at my show, and he said, "You're ready." Yeah. Girl, I ain't nothing ever scared me in my life. But he said that. Yeah. And what you mean, like, what you're asking for, if God will give it to you tomorrow, would you be ready? When he said I was ready, it made me spiral. Because I knew in my heart, I'm not ready. Right. It looked good. It sound good. I'm talented.
Wait, that's great you touched on that, because there's people who could speak something and mean it in the best way from their own judgment, but you have to know for yourself. You have to be so in tune with the spirit that, a record producer could be like, hottest one out there
right now.
And you're like, and for you to be like, no, I'm not actually.
It sent me into how you're saying isolation, I think is, and I'm alignment, man. I'm glad that we're here speaking today, because now I feel like there's something greater that comes from this.
Yes.
But it sent me into isolation. And I had to sit with myself and look in the mirror, and it's like, are you ready to go on tour and leave your son behind? You know, like, are you ready to maybe go state to state and all of this? It's like, I wasn't even getting clients. I'm a full-time hairstylist.
Yes.
I wasn't even getting no clients. I didn't have the money to go out of town. I don't have it, right? It's like what I would have needed. I don't know what he meant by ready.
Right.
You know?
Because it could have been.
Because I could be ready. You ain't never ready.
Right.
I don't think you're ever going to be ready. But what it did was it made me get ready.
So he was like almost
prophesied,
and really like.
No, and that's how I look at him, for sure.
For sure, definitely. Like,
when he said it, bro, it sent chills through my body. People tell me I'm who I am all the time. I know who I am. But when he said it, it was almost like it was directly coming from God.
Yeah, like, this is get ready, basically.
Stay ready so you don't got to get ready. And that's where I'm at now. I'm staying ready so I don't have to get ready. And granted, though, I'm just in the high point of my journey right now. The way I'm speaking right now, don't take it. I'm having a good day.
Yeah.
Last week, it wasn't a good time for me.
What's your thought process of that, especially when writing?
I just, like you said, with it being a journey, when I'm at my low points, when it's raining, I just gather all my tools. That's what I do. I gather all the tools that I needed in that season, and I just put them in my pocket for the next time I'm down. Wow. So what I was able to do is, like, this ain't the first time. This ain't my first rodeo. I can't wait until I release. I don't want to speak to it too much, but my project, because I'm speaking, is really dedicated to the journey of mental health and healing. Wow. And it's a continuous journey, but what I did this time was use the tools that I needed in the last time I was down this time. So I didn't allow myself to drown. I could have, but I didn't, because the mindset that I had from the last time, I just applied this, like, I just applied it this time. So it's like, I was having dark ass thoughts, like, full transparency. I told my sister, I'm like, yo, I felt like the one night I felt like nobody cared about me. That shit's not real. I know it's not.
That's deceiving.
That's not God. That's not me. I'm like, hold up. That's not me talking. But I had a mental breakdown that night. And you know what, though? I didn't turn to social media. I didn't turn to my friends. I didn't call my family. I didn't turn to my man. I lay in bed with him every night. I didn't turn to him. I prayed to God. And I went to sleep and I closed my eyes. And you want to know what? I had the best. The next morning was rocky for me, but that night I went to sleep with so much love and hope in my heart. And then the day after that, I had an amazing day. I spent time with my family. It just like turn to God when you at your lowest. Don't forget to pray. And I think why I'm in this position today is because I've been praying on my good and my bad days. So it's like every day I wake up like, thank you, God. Thank you so much for allowing me to wake up today and go back to sleep tonight, hopefully. Hopefully. But that's just truly why I'm able to be positive today. And like I said, it'd be up and down. I feel myself being a little more positive, though. I'm like, all right, we about to hop into that season. Like, I'm about to step into my bag. Like, we booked the show out of the city. I'm like, all right, I thought I wasn't ready, but God saying I am.
But look, sometimes God don't necessarily call the qualified. He called the equipped. Like, when he give that dream to you, he going, as you're walking in faith and you're walking into that dream, that's when he give you that. Well, you have everything you need.
That's what it really is.
That's what it is. But God, like, you'll be like, oh, I'm not ready. And God, just do it. I'm gonna give it to you.
The thing is, though, bro, you gotta trust God so much that you trust yourself. Because a lot of the times you don't even trust. Like, you think, oh, you're this person, or I'm supposed to have this, or I'm supposed to have that. It's like, nigga, you don't even believe that
at all.
You don't even believe that.
Yeah.
That's why you asking God, why this and why that? It's like, if you know where you going, you're not gonna keep questioning,
it's like, okay,
why this and why that. You're gonna say, May you guide me through this.
Like, what you trying to show me? Like,
Yeah,
right,
you're going to ask those questions. You're going to ask for clarity and guidance and wisdom. Girl, and strength and the capacity and balance and patience, and you're going to ask for you're not going to be asking why. You're not going to ask what. You're not going to ask how. You're going to trust. That's what trust is. And that's to me, trust and love go hand in hand. You're gonna lead with so much love, unconditional love, especially when you have a passion. You're gonna love it. You're not going to turn your back on it because you're going to understand that. Not just, I believe in gifts. I think it's a gift. Yeah. You're going to cherish it like a gift. Hold it so dearly to my heart. I'm not going to disrespect this gift. I'm not going to turn my back on it. God, please just guide me through it. Show me the way. Right. I don't know right now. I'm telling you, man, a couple weeks ago, I'm like, you know what? I damn near don't even care to be famous. Like, I'm like, I don't need to be famous. I'm like, my life good, man. We got abundance of love. We got joy. I got a house over my head, roof, and
it's greater than you.
But me not leading with the love and me not trusting God that I'm gonna be okay regardless. That's fear. Only reason I don't want to be famous is fear.
Good? I was about to say, you ever be afraid of something good?
Girl.
Okay.
I only fear success. My goofy self, I don't be fearing the bad stuff because I know that's possible. Right. I be fearing the good stuff in my life. And bro, that's generational trauma. That's generational curses, especially when you have never seen it. I don't have an example of what I want to be. And that's not to discredit anyone around me. I have amazing, powerful women around me. I have amazing, powerful men in my life. A strong family unit, strong village. But who I'm trying to be, I never saw on this earth down there. So you gonna be of course I could be fearful. And it's okay to be fearful. I wish more of us would say it. That's why I've been trying to watch interviews and stuff. I'm like, wait, where's the part where you were scared? Where's the part right before it? And no one's telling us that. And that's why it's important. That's why I say there's a greater good out of our conversation because no one's talking about this stage of it.
No one talks about how you talked about deceit. Anybody listening to and watching this, I want you to understand what Bird was saying. You have to literally, it says to take every thought captive. Literally, if you know that's not something God would tell you, and yes, you're in isolation season, but you're not alone. Like, I don't want y'all to get this mixed up. So how she was like, wait, that's not me. I've been in the same boat. Like, oh, like you'll never make it. Nobody loves you, Indy. Nobody. And I'm like,
swear to God, nobody loves me. I'm like
crazy.
I'm like, wait, every time I'm out, I feel rooms with joy.
Like, what?
When people see me, they get good energy. I'm like, even if somebody else is saying it to me, I'm like,
what?
And it sometimes, you know what? Sometimes people you love can also say stuff from you, and the enemy will try to attack you and people that you love. And sometimes I'd be like, that's not even you talking.
At all.
You know my heart.
Don't be so. I have one family member. I was in my head, I was like, I know what it is. When you don't put on that full armor of God, you are a target.
True.
So you messed up my emotions. You can say something that can mess up my whole day, but that's because you're so usable. I never want to be that usable by the enemy that he can just literally put something in my head for me to say.
You want to know what though?
Like,
I done been there and done that. I done been that person also. Everybody got a little. It's just such a journey, bro. And I just want to expose the journey of it because I done been the bad person. I done been the bad friend. I done been the bad partner where I didn't speak as much life into a person as I could have. Right. But I wasn't as close to God as I am right now, and I think that's the biggest factor. It's like, and granted, I know everybody don't believe in God. It's like whatever you choose to believe in. To me, my thing is, believe in love.
Facts. Because
when you come down, I don't know, and I know that it's subjective to everyone. Everyone may have a different definition of it. But when you lead with the purest form of I attach God to love. And I'll be like, that wasn't love. I didn't have to say that to you in that light. I didn't have to do that. So it's like sometimes those people also just need to reflect. And that doesn't make them less than us at all. They just got to take the journey, take the walk.
Take that power back.
They just, and that's what it is. And that's where
take that power back, for sure.
The beauty of my heart, I have so much understanding for people. I don't even be looking at them and count them out. I'll be like, I can't wait till you come around the mountain. And I can't wait until you're in your season of like, knowing that you're worth more than that. That you don't got to speak to people like that. That you don't have to project your insecurities and project your hate or project all of that on some. That's what a lot of it be, projection. So it's like, I don't even take that shit personal no more. I take it, I'm human. I'm emotional. I'm an empath. I'm all those things. Like, so I feel things. And even when you're in a bad season, bro, cry it out. Cry, please. Cry, yell, scream. Get it out. Let it out. Like, it's okay. The more I let it out, the better I feel. So it's like, please don't hold it in. Yeah. Even when you know, like we said, it's the enemy in your mind or whatever.
Doesn't make you stronger to keep it in.
You ain't stronger. Talk about it with your peers. Like,
that's strong. Getting help is strong.
Yeah, like, be vulnerable. Allow it all to flow out so that you can restart the next day. That was the power I had. I let it out that night, and the next day I was able to wake up with a clean and a pure heart. Even if it was still lingering in my mind, I didn't have that emotion and that energy building up in my heart. Let it flow.
I want to get to that. I want to get to where you are right now, even in my own struggles. But I want to touch back on Ring Ring Go Away, because I want to talk about one of these verses that I was like, ooh. So you said, like, consequences of decisions, you can't shake them off. These curses we rehearse until we break them. Little drought, right? In a drought, you beg for rain, so don't refrain. Your rainy days is what you make them. Every day you get a chance, you better take it. I was like, whoo.
I was talking.
Where's the plate? Where's the fork? Because she ate that. And I started replaying it back. I was talking. I was like, dang.
Bro, I swear to God, when I be writing.
In my face. No, you.
When I be writing, sometimes I don't even think I be thinking. I think I just be writing whatever come to my mind. I be like, yo. When I perform, when I write, even before I joined this podcast, I pray and I say, God, please continue to speak through me. And allow me to touch somebody with this record or this performance or this song.
That was
God. That wasn't me.
I was like, wait, swear. I had to go back. I was like, hold on. So I want to also touch on other businesses that you have. So I know you model. Yeah. I know you do hair, and I know you have a organization called Newbie Queen 17.
Yeah, well, had.
So tell me a little bit about that.
Well, the hair, get fly with Bird. Everybody come get fly.
Yes, get fly with Bird, period.
Come get fly. Honestly, it's my baby. Started off as my hustle. I'm trying to find the beauty of it. I always be saying I hate doing hair. No, I just don't like like how long it takes, and I feel like I have a dream, so it's like it takes time away from my dream, and I have a 3-year-old, so I work alongside my son, so it could just be a little stressful. Yeah, it's a little stressful. I work at home with my son. Excuse me. But all in all, I like making people feel beautiful, and I love how we're talking right now. This is how me and my clients talk, so it's like, come get in my chair and come get some a real experience. It's a transformative experience where we're literally transforming you. But I'm speaking life into your hair. I'm doing your hair, and I'm pouring into your roots. That's how I look at it. So I try to keep the best energy, and I really only hate it in seasons where I don't have the capacity to do that. Yeah. But yeah, no, come get fly with Bird.
Will you ever continue that? Or, I mean, you're going to be a mega superstar, but are you ever going to?
You know what? I think about it sometimes. Yeah. The people that, like, rock with me.
Like, yeah. So
the people who have been here since the beginning, probably, maybe. I don't really be making plans no more, bro. I can't really speak too much to the future because you really never know what it holds. And I could think that I would or think that I won't.
And then it'd be complete.
And then it'd be the complete opposite. But, I mean, I hope that I could service who I want. I want to be selective in it. Yeah, that's all. No, as you should. But I don't love I love that I have a talent of doing hair. Yeah. But it's not my passion. So I wouldn't want to waste time and pouring like my heart and soul into it when there's another avenue that I have to pour my heart and soul into. Which speaks to, I'll go into Newbie Queen. I don't know why I felt like you used to be one of my newbies. I was telling my sister that. Didn't you go to Obama?
We was going to get into that, but
you were weren't you kind of a newbie?
I feel like I was. Yeah. I was so when me and Bert went to Obama together, and I always looked up to the upperclassmen. I was literally telling DJ the other day, like when he used to go to school, I used to just see him, but I used to, Bert, like, you're still cool, but I'm saying, like, she was so cool. Like, she was so different. And I'm like, like me and my little friends, we just, chilling. And I'm like, who is, because I was in band.
Yeah.
So I know some of your friends were also in band. So that's kind of how I saw you a little bit more. But I'm like, yo, she's like the long sew-ins and stuff. Like, she would really be killing. And rapping then.
Yeah, I was rapping
then.
then.
And I used to just be right by, we called them the mirrors, right by the bathrooms and stuff like that. I used to be with my friends. I used to see her. I'm like, she's cool.
Be out there pop locking it.
Like, yeah, y'all were so cool. I was like, maybe just because I was so just like.
I was that girl.
You were.
I was that girl.
Don't think because you are.
I'm that girl. Shit. Man, you gotta know who you are, man, and walk in that.
Yes.
Truth. High School Bird was that girl.
Lit,
That's the girl. When people be saying like, "Oh, I'm competing," it's me versus me. It's me versus that little girl. Because that was before I was tainted. That was before I allowed the enemy to get to me. Like, it's like the version of Bird I was in that space was just so pure and authentic. I admire her a lot, and I carry her with me.
I love that. You could tell just watching her, like, she was just confident. Like,
that's what it
walked in her truth.
But you want to know what though? It was like there was a period of that, and then when I created Newbie, it was the least confident I had ever been in my life. Wow. But the family I come from, we have this thing where we could put on the mask and fake it until you make it. And that's when I was the most impactful to my peers. That's when I created Newbie. This is the first time I experienced, I've undiagnosed, I say that often, but depression for the first time. I lost all of my friends. That's why it's like, you said my friends were on band. I'm like, I ain't really had a lot of friends. Like, I had a lot of,
maybe your classmates.
Like, that's what it really was. I had a lot of peers. Granted, I'm a cool ass girl. I'm not beefing with nobody. I was a girl. I blend in where I fit, and I always like. I never had one specific clique. I kind of did at some point. Once I lost all my friends, I got I got like 3 friends that really stuck by my side. But I went through a situation where like, it felt like the world was against me. I was in that really viral relationship in high school, and then the way that we broke up, it was also a viral breakup. And I remember all of my peers like turned against me, and it was like a social media thing. You ever not a lot of people go through this, but it was to the point like you go on social media and every post is about you on the timeline.
Oh yeah, I had my
every post is about
going
you.
to therapy about Obama,
girl. everything, and it was the summertime, so it was like kind of fluid the way it happened. Because in my face, everyone was my friend, and then I'm on a timeline. They're like, "Oh, you should see her in school. She's this, she's that." Da, 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 da. That's crazy. And that empowered me to. I get joy and I find strength and uplifting and empowering others, and I know how lonely I felt and I know how insecure I felt and all of that, so I decided to make Newbie. Wow. Newbie Queen 17, which was created in hopes to form sisterhood amongst girls from different sides of the city, different parts of the community. And really just come together. I keep saying, I apologize.
Fine.
To come together to uplift one another and to make our dreams tangible. I wanted to be an example that everything you wanted in life you could have, because I was a kid who was receiving most of the things that I could have asked for out of life. I was living my dream. I was performing all over the city at the biggest venues. And honestly, though, like, that shit was lonely. To be an anomaly amongst your peers can be lonely. And I always see the beauty in folks around me. So I just wanted to pull the beauty out of them. Like, I'm like, hold up, girl. I don't got to be the only one. You could do it, too. Oh, your mama ain't telling you could do it. Well, I'm going to tell you could do it. And this girl's going to tell you could do it. So I just wanted to create, like, a collective, an organization where we can do that and uplift one another. And I didn't get to do it to the fullest extent, but I really wanted to use it to, like, use my network to help other women. So if a girl wanted to go to culinary school or something of that nature, I could hit up a big homie who maybe I have a network with in culinary where she could be an apprentice to him, or, not him or her, but just for reference. Or if a girl wanted to do dance classes, I could hit up Level Up Studios or something.
That's
try to pay. Like, I wanted to do like I want to bring it back, but I wanted to do like fundraisers just so that girl could go to dance class. And it was like just to fuel my peers' dreams. But I was so young doing. I was 16 when I started the organization, and I had touched and had up to 95 girls in my collective, and I didn't have any adult guidance or adult help. So I wasn't able to fully do it. And I didn't really have the funds. I would throw little parties and
here and there. So is there something you would ever like take in the future with you?
I would love to bring it back. But I'm at a place where in order for me to uplift others or pour into other people, I finally, for the first time in my life, have to fully do that for myself.
You gotta be full.
So that when I'm pouring into someone else, I'm not emptying my cup.
Exactly.
I'm trying to let my cup overflow first.
Exactly.
And then the rest of it, I pour to others, because I tend to have a heart where I think that I could like fix or change or heal and save. And it's like the reality of it is like you got to save yourself. And this time I really wanted to be with women who have that fire in their heart. I don't want to just pull a random young girl from the street and be like, oh, we making you something. Nah.
Right.
Let her find her own. Like, you got to have your own stride. You got to be motivated. You got to be passionate. I want to fuel that part of you. But yeah, that was newbie. I want to bring it back. I will. I will. Absolutely. It's just it'll be in the
one platform too.
Yeah, and that's what
that back.
That's what it is. And it's like right now I'm building my network, so I can't even use my network. You know, my network's not big enough to fully help people, and I want it to be one of those things where it's like I literally could have someone on call. Right. Like, oh, you want to be a director? Cool. Hold up, got somebody for you. But it's like until I'm at a I don't know when I'll do it. I was about to make it, like, if I get to a level, who knows? It could be next year. I might get a burst of energy. I don't know. I'll pray on it.
No, absolutely.
I don't know. I'll figure it out.
I can't wait to wear our hair. I'm
going to hit you up.
Yes, please do. Because, you know,
we need women like you around.
Oh, so sweet. No, I'm ready for it. So, growing up in the Hill District. Yeah, so whether you're from Pittsburgh or not, you know that the Hill District is very historic. Legends come. It produces legends that's come from it. Legends live there. How has growing up in the Hill District, you know, been a part of your journey in Bird?
I'm really glad you asked me this, because a guy asked me this in the last podcast, and I realized I didn't really indulge. Like, I kind of walked around the The Hill. I was just telling my mom, I wish that I had family in the Hill. Because we were just kind of like kids who lived on the hill, but we weren't, you know, like how people have like generations. Yeah. So it's like I really rep my hood. As a kid, I was a little afraid to rep the hill because we weren't from the hill. So I won't say that I have the biggest hill community. And honestly too, man, I'm not trying to bash. I love the community that is within the hill, and I did have a lot of OGs who took me under their wing. And I'll speak to the beautiful nights we had down Crawford Square, and we will bring the folks from up top down low. We will just bring community and enjoyment to our peers. But like, the girls on the hill wasn't really welcoming me and my sister.
That's facts.
We ain't really have like my neighbors was my friends, but like when you got a certain light,
it be upsetting them.
Yeah, man, I was bullied at a young age. Like I went to Miller and the kids have bullied me, and then it kind of hurt me a bit. I wasn't really like welcomed with love, but I feel like it's because, like I said, I'm not. Our roots aren't in the hill, so that could be a little different. You know, like I can't be like, oh, that's my cousin. My cousin gonna stick up for me. No, I had to turn into like this little dog on the hill. Like I was like a little tough little girl, and it's like I'm a sweetheart at heart, but I had to be a different character, which is also that could influence why some people didn't rock with me, some people did. The people that I did, I fuck with you, I rock with you, I love you.
But it was just for protection.
Yeah, it was just it was a defense mechanism. So I had a little attitude. I was a smart mouth little girl. Like I ain't fight or nothing. It wasn't that deep. I wasn't fighting nobody. I had shit to lose. But I will speak to the community of the hill, and it's one that you see like no other. From like like where, like, I don't know if you guys have ever been to it's like a different feeling of love and community. Like the people from the hill, and I watch it from afar. I'm from the hill, and I wish that I was embraced like I was from the hill. But I can't blame that on anyone but myself, because when I was younger, my ass wasn't even claiming the hill. I was telling folks I was from Jacksonville, Florida. I am from Jacksonville, Florida. I don't say it out loud. Delusion. But yeah, no.
Also, too, just being from Pittsburgh, I could say this: not every female's friendly.
Yeah, it's like they don't. I had big bros. Like I used to be up Kennard, like taking my little brother to football practice. Like all the dudes mess with me. Like that's who really hyped me up when I started rapping. The guys will be outside and they'll be like, "Yo, Bird, spit that again." Like I'll give it to them. They always will stop me like, "Yo, Bird, spit something." I was Lil Bird, so they would hype me, Bird. They'll hype me up. Like I love what the foundation of the hill. Yeah. I just personally wish I was embraced, but I will say on my journey, as I want to shine light on the hill, so I'm gonna find my way back into the community to where I can pour in and actually touch the kids, touch the community, touch the old folk. I gotta just figure out where I fit in there, so that I'm not gonna force being embraced, but that way, you know, maybe I could get the opportunity to be embraced, because it's just like don't know, like yeah, that's all. I'm like, I just gotta be me. I don't want to force it, but in the same token, I would like that's where I'm from. Yeah, and it's like
it's not up to anybody else to accept you for it to be I can't think of the word, but so it's
like I'm repping it now. Yeah, like it's never too late, and you gonna know I'm from the hill the rest of this damn journey. If you ain't know now, you know. And yeah, I'm gonna carry it with me everywhere I go. Shout out to Miller though, because Miller is what really sparked the artist in me. I started performing at Miller, and they're who taught me about like my African roots, and like I think that's where I was allowed to be like a black girl and like love myself and all of that. So that's the beauty.
Shout out to Miller.
The beauty of my experience. That was the spark of me being a little black girl and loving myself. So I gotta give that to the hill. I won't take that away from.
I love that.
My experience.
I love that. So, what legacy do you want to leave? Like when someone represents hip hop and then they think of Bird, what will they say? What impression do you want to have, really?
I want them to feel what's coming to me. Love always pops up in my mind. I want people to feel love. I want them to feel like they experience a sense of love and comfort when they think about me, or they think about being in my presence, or they think about my legacy. Like I hope that I'm that mom. I hope that I'm that grandma, that great grandma. I think I'll be old as heck. My grandma just turned 108. Shout out to my grandma. My grandma, baby Morrison. But I see myself to be like that in the family. But as far as like my legacy goes in hip hop, I just want it to be authentic.
Absolutely.
And I want it to be authentic in a way of you guys are going to see the full journey of it. So there might be times where you might think I'm not being authentic, because that's authentic. And I want to shed light on the full
thing.
I'm so scared to do it. The transparency and the being not vulnerable to the real, because I know, but someone has to do it. And I just want that to be my journey, where I'm just showing y'all like the ins and the outs, like the ups, the downs, I want somebody to look at my journey and be like, damn, I can do anything I put my mind to.
I saw Bird do it. Bird
did it.
Bird
changed.
Yeah.
Bird was that girl before, but Bird changed. Bird grew. Bird evolved. Bird healed. Bird helped. Bird loved. Bird spoke positive. Bird mended relationships. Bird, that's what I wanted to be. Bird broke generational curses. Bird broke generational trauma. As far as family goes, that's what I really want to do, to break some of those curses. And I might not break all of them, but at least I could start.
That's real.
I want generational wealth.
Absolutely.
I don't want my children to have to survive. And their children to have to survive. I want to leave. I want land.
Yeah.
I really want land.
I want to eat healthy.
I want to eat healthy.
I want to juice and do all
I want to juice. I want to catch up on the books and all of the stuff so I can educate my children. I want to know what's going on in the world.
I feel like God is planting that because there's so many people who I've seen, including myself, who's like, I kind of want to start juicing now. Or I
literally keep saying, I said, I'm going to get a juicer.
Yeah, like,
and I'm like, and I would be that for the family. And I can't bring you a gift, girl, but I'm bring you a juice. I might not have much.
Like, thank you.
It's so funny though, because I want to break like I want like the finances and all of that, but I'm like, what I have to offer is so much more than money.
Absolutely.
And if
it's
God,
a fee.
Yeah. And it's
you got
worth more.
Absolutely. And you obviously just sitting here talking with you today, you got fruits. You always want to look at a person by the fruits that they produce.
And I say in one of my songs, I say, all my life been rich in love, so you can never call me broke. It's like, I'm rich in spirit.
Absolutely.
And if that's all I get to leave behind, I ain't chasing the bag, but I'm coming for it.
And the bag
gonna be there.
Exactly.
Because you can't replicate what I am, or duplicate it. So it's like the spaces that I'm gonna move into, they're not gonna be able to help but to pay for my experience.
And it's a beautiful journey.
Yeah.
You don't have to. If somebody called you right now, if you don't feel like you're ready, you're not ready because your songs are literally, like you said, it's different. It's poetic. It makes you think.
I'm finding comfort in trusting. That's why I say you gotta trust God, because now I'm finding trust in myself, and I pray hard for strength in my discernment, so I can know what's for me and what's not for me, and being okay with that, and being okay to walk at my own pace. And it might seem like I'm moving slower than others to other people, but it's like I'm the strongest I've ever been today. So I'm just trusting that. And all in all, for the question, that is all that I hope to. It's like I just hope that I could be like a positive example, a positive role model, and I hope that people feel.
They will.
Unconditional. People be saying unconditional love don't exist, but it's like, y'all don't know my heart then.
Yeah.
If I ever loved you, I love you. I wish you well. If I ever fucked with you, I wish you well. It might not be hands-on, but I just want people to feel like, oh, it exists. There's someone out there. And being that I exist, I know that there are other people also out there who carry this kind of heart, because we're a part of a tribe. You're one of a kind, meaning that there are kind like you. So I just hope that I could be the voice for my kind of people.
And you speaking out might have somebody else feel comfortable enough.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I want to be the voice for my kind of people. And there hasn't yet been an example. Granted, there's a lot of women in the industry. I say that, and then I'm trying to feel like I'm trying to find somebody in my mind, like, who the hell, Bert? I know that there's people in the industry who I feel an alignment to, or I have some sort of, there's actually a few, connection to.
Have you ever heard of Lady London?
Yeah, that's my girl. That's the first person that came to my mind.
I was like, I'm not comparing you
Lady
at any
London,
means, but you're so like, you're
bro.
Like,
I thought of Lady London. I thought of Kelly Rowland. I thought of. Those the only two I really thought about. I'm not even gonna hold you and pretend like I started thinking of big people. I was like, no, Lady London, that's my type. That's my type.
And I'm
lady.
like, because I'm in my head, I'm like prepping for your interview, and I'm like, okay, I don't want her to think I'm comparing her. She's in her own lane. But when I think of her, like Lady London and how you talk,
I could never be Lady London, and she could never be me.
Period.
But I am
waiting for a collab from you.
I love Lady London.
We
could do a whole project together. I love Lady London. Jeez. I'm really trying to. There's more women. There are more. I know there are. I just can't think of them at this moment. Willow Smith. I love Willow Smith.
I love Willow. She's definitely.
I love Willow Smith.
I love her.
It's just like that's what I mean about like the alignment and just how people move with their heart. It's like I know there are other folks like me, but I just want to speak for the kids who are just like me.
Right. Absolutely.
Just like me, because there's still slight differences in like me and like Lady's lady. She's a lady.
I love Lady.
I'm a little tomboy. I'm a little buff. I'm a little rock star and all of that. There's so many. There's so much more than it goes to the Willow, and it's like Willow is a whole different kind of being.
I could see like when Bird like get to the top, I could see it being like, oh, just as your favorite rapper, and somebody's either gonna have on the raincoat, they're gonna have on.
They're gonna have on pants. They're gonna have on stuff.
But people gonna know like, oh, that's Bird. Dressed up as Bird.
That's iconic. So I appreciate that. That inspires me. That inspires me to prevail, like to stay persistent.
Absolutely.
And to stay consistent, because people keep reminding me that like at the end of my road, that's a possibility.
Yeah.
And it's like that's pretty darn cool that I could be the person to like
and then they
inspire. I want to be influenced. That's dope.
I love that. All right, well, we're kind of wrapping it up, but before we do,
you
want to do a little freestyle?
You want me to rap a little something? I felt that in my heart. Listen, this is real talk. Don't got no ops. I ain't the shorty that you beef with. Real ass chick, type of shorty that you eat with. Top notch, baby. This ain't something you compete with. And I ain't creeping with a nigga type of chick you be with. I could change your life, the type of chick you make your wife. And I ain't all you in with shorties. I don't even want to fight. Do it for the gram, they just do it for the likes. I don't do it for the hype, I just do it cause I'm tight. Real raw shit, I'm a real boss chick. Self-made, self-paid, pretty face, talk slick. Frame all fit, this is rain, all drip, all dang, all shit. I done made y'all piss. That shit ain't concerning me, hate or love is affirming me. Purposely with certainty, knowing this shit gon' work for me. Service fee, finny everybody wanna work with me. And Birdie got him lurking, I'm working so don't you burden me, motherfucker. Only time I'm capping in my rap is in my trucker. Catch me on my lady 23 in the summer. Fiending on my body, trying potty, lottie-dotty on some lollipop. A nigga, you a sucker. Did that. They said that I did that. How you in the mix but steady posted where your kids at? That shit ain't legit. Instead of tweeting, you should fix that. And anytime I'm barking through this beat, I speak with big facts. Anytime I hop up when I beat, I gotta kill shit. Anytime I'm rapping about my life, I'm speaking real shit. Won't catch me sleeping with a nigga that I cannot build with. I'm tired of motherfuckers acting like they never feel shit. Real quick, hold up, can I say this? Most of us is raised up when I fake it till you make it. Baby, you ain't made it yet. I think it's time you face it. 10 years later, look at how much time a nigga wasted. Damn, think about how long this shit can take it. But I got trust in God and I'ma pray and keep my patience. 5 years off, I guess I needed isolation. When I make it, I don't need your petty ass congratulations. I'm Bird.
Y'all, my cheeks hurt. I can't stop smiling. What in the world? Yo, like, you took off the jacket and you got activated.
I sound a little hot. I ain't do this in a while.
Yo, what? My cheeks hurt. Ow. Y'all see it. You see it. This is just...
It's inevitable.
It's inevitable.
It's undeniable.
Oh, my gosh.
Be kind to me.
God is not only working in your life right now, but, the places you'll go. You're
the places you'll go, bro. We're here for a reason. Literally. We're in alignment.
And then we're going to see each other out at the war show. And I'm like, Bird, like, you remember?
And I'm like, I'm here with my girl, Indy.
I'm here with my girl, Bird. And then we're going to come back to this interview, then we're going to be on another podcast.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about how we were, exactly.
Literally. We're going to come back to our city, and we're going to put on for our city, and we're going to be trailblazers, and we're going to be examples, and we're going to be inspirations for our youth and the people around us, our peers, or even the generations before us. We're going to inspire them to chase their dreams and to be the full woman that they are and to love themselves and to love the folks around them. So I look forward to our future. I look forward to your future and your journey because it's been amazing watching you grow.
Thank you.
So I want to give you your flowers. I was thinking about this, bro. I wanted to bring you flowers.
Oh, wow.
I know that I don't mean to trip you up by this, but I know that you lost a really close friend, and my full condolences go out to you. But something in my heart this morning, I was like, I want to bring that girl flowers because you deserve so many of them. And it's just really inspiring to see you expanding your horizons. Like, there's not a lot of girls that look like us that do what we do and are put in the rooms that we're put in. And I just saw you with the guy from WWE. I'm like, damn, I was a WWE fan growing up. But it's just crazy because it's things that are out of this world where you dream of. And then you're put in a position, it's like, damn, that's not nothing but God. And now we're sitting here talking, and you're telling me you were just in isolation. Bro, I've been in isolation for about 3 months, and for you to bring me here today means the most to me because you've asked me the most authentic, genuine questions, and you have listened to me this whole time, and you have spoken so much life into me. And I don't know if it's a different experience because you are a woman. Like I said, this is my first podcast with a woman. But the guys take note of this. What is the word? Like you had not admired me, but you like, you made me feel a sense of love and a sense of connection and a sense of being, and I felt really seen during this whole experience, and you didn't take away from me. Or I don't know. I feel like we really shared the mic. It was really like one mic, and it was beautiful for us to be able to have an experience. We experienced each other, and I'm blessed to have experienced you. And I'm honored to be here, and I'm honored for you guys to also be here. Shout out to Lay. What is your name again?
Cam.
Shout out to Cameron.
Cam.
Guys, this is a room full of love, a room full of good energy, and I'm glad that you guys also got to tune in. Thank you guys for listening to us.
Yes, I want to say thanks to Kim. She's been helping me. She's a great photographer. She's upcoming, and I can't wait to see where God is going to take her because it's going to be big. And
every girl in this room, I was about to say every girl in this room, we gonna give her fucking flowers. Yes. My sister, shout out to Lay. Lay's my manager. It's really Ace Boone Coon, man. Mm-hmm. Well, we 5 years, 5 days apart. If I don't tell you something, I tell you the shit. I don't know. But no, Lay's a real estate agent, a notary public, a mother of three, like a wife, at 20. I'm not gonna put your age out there. I'm not gonna make them know that you're almost 47. But
wait, how old is she?
No, I'm just playing, bro.
I was about to say, what?
You know,
black really don't crack. What you drinking?
No, but I just have to really speak to us in our journey, and I know that God is going to take us amazing places. It's really been us just building it from the ground up. We're breaking generational curses together. Blood sisters, man, get right with y'all siblings, man. Get right with y'all family, because at the end of the day, that's all it's about. That's y'all looking for a village. Look beside you, look around you,
and create it too.
Create it. Yeah. And that's one thing that we do as sisters. A lot of people see our relationship and they're like, oh, me and my sister ain't like that. We're building what we have. We are intentional with one another. She's going through something, she can call on me. I'm going through something, I can call on her. And I know people don't like tit for tat relationships, but that's what relationships are. You have to put in to get something out of it. And the village around me, if y'all ever need anything from me, you can call on me. I'm your girl. I might not be able to come through. And there's certain stuff that I may lack right now, so I might not have the capacity for certain things, but I could at least extend my love and my heart to y'all. And a lot of the times, for me personally, that's enough. So
I love that. And
I just want to speak to the sisterhood.
Your capacity too.
No, truth. No, and have boundaries, but communicate with your people. We were just talking about that on our way here. Communicate. Be transparent, y'all. Absolutely. We human.
Absolutely.
If you don't got the capacity, let somebody know. If you can't do something, let somebody know. Be honest with who you are. The more honest you are with yourself, the easier your experience here will be. And the village around you will be able to function. Yeah. But yeah, shout out to the village, man. Shout out to the coop.
Yes. And I definitely want to just thank you for bringing up my best friend, Nikayla. Girl, I love you so much, girl. I ain't going to talk too much because it's so hard. But just know I'm trying to carry on what we built. I know it's hard, but I'm still going. I'm still doing what you would want me to do. We would have been graduating, about to graduate. You still are going to graduate. But yeah, so I hope that I thank you for leaving me with things and seeds before you left this earth, and that means the world to me. And
love, blessings.
Your best friend is trying.
You doing it. You ain't trying. And love, she would be so proud of you. I didn't even know her, but there was an energy that the pictures exude so much energy and so much love. So it's like love, blessings, and peace to her family and all of you guys who still mourn her and grieve her. But I sing you guys all my heart, man.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Well, come on, give me the social medias. I'm gonna put them down below. I'm gonna put them on the page, but I want you to shout yourself out.
Y'all give me a follow. Mostly on Instagram. I don't do the Twitter too much, nor do I do the other social sites. But Instagram, icecream_bird_x. That's icecream_bird_x BIRD. YouTube, Bird Watching TV. If you go on DistroKid or anything of that nature to find my music, Bird Watching TV also. But I do have a record out right now, Rain, Rain, Go Away. Bird, Rain, Rain, Go Away. Please go stream that record, y'all. It's a record that's going to touch your little heart.
I'm so excited for her continuous journey, and so make sure y'all tune in. All right, y'all. Bye.
Bye. If you ain't bird watching, what you doing, huh?